Hello guys, this is Negacious. What's going on? Today, it's a new day. I recorded a cluster of those videos of Katawa Shoujo yesterday, and now we're back again with Katawa Shoujo. Last time we met the funkiest nurse in the school with a cool theme, and he prohibited us from playing soccer, told us to get some light exercise, and the rest of the day after we got out, we pretty much just went around the campus and saw a bunch of new people. We talked with Shizune and Misha a bit more. And now we're about to go eat with Shizune and Misha, actually. To the cafeteria, so let's get going. I think I actually read this line last time, so let's go. Oh, there they are. Where do you want to eat? The cafeteria. That's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? Well, I guess. At my old school, I like to eat outside, near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there is a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in classroom or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had boxed lunches, or bentos. After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. So, Hichan, you want to know more about clubs and stuff, right? Right? Just a note, that right reminds me so much of Monokuma from Danganronpa. He said that all the time. Right, Sichan? Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again, and Misha straightens her posture as if she's about to deliver a speech. Yeah, and also this is my first episode of the of the day that I'm recording. That's why my voice is kind of stuffy. Hichan, do you have anything you're really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams and players and anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot. There's a book club, right? Book club, right, Shichan? Right? But it seems they have all the members they can possibly have right now. Sorry, Hichan. It's really popular club. Ah, okay. But more to the point. Hichan, does it mean that you don't have anything already in mind? Not really. Good, great! That's great, Hichan. Really great. Why is it so great? No reason. Well, Hichan, other than clubs and the upcoming festival, there is one other thing. Student council! I fucking called it in my mind. I see. I didn't know this school had a student council. That was a very melodramatic setup, though. Just to tell me that. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this, because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it, and Misha is laughing. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion, and in a manner of speaking, after all, it's still Misha who has to voice everything she says. Right. Hichan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join. Why? Well, for one, we could hang out every day, Hichan. Hichan and I are both in the student council. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Shizune is the class rep, after all. Yeah. Actually, Hichan is the president. I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha. Of course, we're not trying to get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try and get you to... So, you're admitting that... No, we admit nothing. I mean, Hichan, of course it would be nice if you joined and we'd appreciate it. Okay, what's the benefit here? Don't try to hide the horse in the room. Or the elephant in the room, actually. What did I say? But even without all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one's school. Well, that's true. Yup, it's true, Hichan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, Hichan? I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they are already pretty cute to begin with. Well... So itself then, welcome to... What?! I legit agreed into nothing. So itself then, welcome to the student council, Hichan. What? No! Ah, see, Hichan? Of course it wouldn't go so easily. Yep, that's right. Though it would be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh well, Hichan owes me candy. Candy now. Okay, so they had a bet. Let me guess, about me joining the student council. You were betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here. Shizuna seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs it to her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes. That's interesting, Hichan. Let's play a game. Oh god. That's not what I said. How about Rich Man, Poor Man, Hichan? Rich Man, Poor Man, Hichan. If you lose, you have to join the student council. Oh my god. No, absolutely not. Why not? Well, because you both have the same incentive and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? Yep. Yeah, that isn't my goal, but what this means is that both of you can team up and I'll be at a clear disadvantage. So I will have to decline. Hichan, I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us? That we would pull something so disingenuous? That makes me sad. Yeah, because Misha has trouble saying like complicated words, so disgenius is kinda disingenious. Wait, what is that word? Disingenuous, I think. Sorry? It's hard to tell where Shizuna's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings... Oh, come on, that's just power harassment right here. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council. No! How about a game of paper football instead of Rich Man, Poor Man? Oh, come on. Paper football? Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You make a paper triangle and then you try to shoot it past goalposts, but the other player makes it with their fingers. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, Hichan. And it's also played by elementary and middle school children, Hichan. That means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men. More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means that you're probably surprisingly good at it. Yeah, that's true. How did you know God, why do they have to have Hichan and Shichan? That's so confusing. Although the nicknames are still pretty cute. Hichan? Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me into the student council, but I am a little curious about what a student council does here. I've never been on one before, or even known anybody who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Okay, Hichan. Just stop, Jesus! Okay, Hichan, how about Risk, the game of world domination? I don't know what that is. It's really fun, Hichan. You fight for control of the world, with armies and everything. Sounds like Shizune would be good at it. If you want to play, we can after school. Oh, really, Hichan? We can just play for fun, Hichan. Hichan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there are no strings attached. No strings attached. Well, okay. Okay, perfect! We'll see you after school in the student council room 10, Hichan. Wait, why there? Because that's where we keep the game. I grimace to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end I agree, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete, but just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to class. Again, that girl. I really want to know her backstory. I really want to know more about the girl that showed up on the right. The one with... I don't know what is that like. That's on her skin. They kind of look like burn marks. During afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in her seat without a word. Again, no one seems to notice, or if they do, no one says anything. I want to ask Misha about it, but I don't want to be nosy. I really need to change Misha's voice as well. That's kind of hurting my throat. And plus, I think that it changes like per every episode. I can't keep a solid voice. After school, Shizune and Misha quickly find me by the first floor lobby and latch onto me, covering each flank in case I might try to escape. I feel a little offended, but I'd been considering it. Nevertheless, I'm a bit disturbed that enough people have made a break for it in the past that they're on their guard. What's with the escort? This doesn't make me feel very comfortable. In fact, it makes me feel like a dangerous prisoner being transported to his cell. Wahaha! What's wrong, Hichan? That's right, we're just gonna go play a game of Risk, remember? I don't know, Misha. This all seems a little sinister to me. I start thinking that when we sit down to play the game, they'll tie me down and torture me until I agree to join the student council. Well, that's highly unlikely, but for some reason, it just seems like it would be so plausible. The music is fucking fantastic. Getting to the student council room is as simple as turning 2 corners from where we started. What? That's it? This makes you guys being on top seem to be... Wait, what? This makes you guys being so on top of me seem a little silly. That's not true, Hichan. Hichan says that when their life is threatened, people have shown the capacity to pull off superhuman bursts of speed. Why would I feel threatened? Life is threatened? Her expression unchanging, Misha signs something amusedly back to Shizune, who makes a baffling face and puts her hands behind her back, looking pleased with herself. Misha feigns deafness and hums cheerily. Stop that. I know you heard me. You have no excuse, unlike Shizune. What's gonna happen? I'm so scared. Shizune opens the door to the student council room. It's a very plain, sparsely decorated room, although it is quite large. Maybe even a little larger than the classroom. There's a big table in the center surrounded by chairs, and a smaller desk prominently placed in the back that I assume is Shizune's. There are a few regular desks and chairs stacked to one side as well. Extras, perhaps? Aside from the tables and chairs, the room doesn't have much else to offer. Just a couple of filing cabinets and bookshelves stacked with old school records and documents. Not much else. In fact, nothing else. Although this does look like a nice room. It has a... I don't know how to describe it. It looks cozy in its own kind of way. This is... well, okay. This is a pretty bleak room. They could at least put a potted plant in here or something. But the most noticeable thing that this room doesn't have is other people. Wait, don't tell me that Shizune is the only member. Are we early? No. What do you mean, no? Does it mean nobody else is coming today? Yeah, that's right. Before I manage to ask why that's the case, Shizune claps her hands together very energetically. Hichan, let's play Risk. Come on, you promised, didn't you? You have to! Okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain to you while we set everything up. While Misha is talking, Shizune takes out what looks like a board game from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it on the table. Actually, this looks kind of interesting. After Misha spends a little too long for her liking running through the basics with a somewhat vague and confusing tutorial, Shizune cuts in and declares the game has started with a decisive motion, slicing her arm through the air. Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing off onto me. I start feeling more competitive than I intended to be when I agreed to this. Oh yeah. Halfway into the game, while I try to... The music is so good. Like, I'm sorry I keep repeating about the music, but it's so good. Halfway into the game, while I try to ponder how to defend against Shizune's assault from two fronts, she breaks my concentration by drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention. Oh, that's cheating! Well, I mean, technically it's not cheating, but yeah. Shichan wants to know that you are taking too long to make a move. Shichan also says that she will let you keep Australia if you agree to join the student council. Come on! I thought this was a game with no strings attached. Just the fact that she would dangle that over my head as an offer means that she knows I care about the outcome of this game. And anyway, no! Shichan admires your fighting spirit and would be a benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you agree to join the student council. You're so competitive, Shizune. She seems to take this as a compliment. I would expect the student council president to be a little more magnanimous. Magnanimous? She doesn't seem to know what the word means or how it's signed, so she pulls out a piece of paper and writes it for Shizune, who in return signs it back to Misha. Misha presses her index fingers against her temples, as if trying to physically imprint the word into her memory. I actually don't know, like, precisely what does magnanimous mean. Huh. Suddenly, Shizune bursts into a flurry of gestures. Misha looks daunted by the pace of her heated signing. Wait, please slow down, Shichan. Shichan says that you're going to lose. Tell her I will crush her world empire with my rebellion. Okay. Those eyes of hers shine with childlike mischief. Oh, look at her face. Shizune's face. She says that you have no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't. Okay, so Shizune is obviously winning. She has a two-front attack coming at me. Actually, let me save here. So, I think we need to play defensively here. But then again, it could not be a... God, I'm so bad at like analyzing these kinds of... let's play defensively. It's likely that she's just trying to psych me out. Looking at the board again, I had a pretty good defense setup, and I'm not going to wreck it doing something reckless. A few turns later, I lose the game anyway. Well, god damn it. Shizune adjusts her glasses victoriously and allows herself to tentatively pump a fist in the air in celebration. Hitchin, you lost when you allowed me to take North America. I mean, Shichan, not me. Getting control of North America is ambitious. 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 What the hell kind of word is that? Ambitious because it provides a 5 army bonus, but you can attack it from 3 fronts, so you must defend them all. I thought you'd have more guts. How disappointing. God dang it. Also, I'm not gonna go back on the choices I make because... yeah. Ambition, Hichan. Your play needs to be more daring. Ambition. I was really excited when you took South America, but then you switched to playing defensively just because you gained a small advantage. That's no good, Hichan. Well, you didn't tell me that I just took South America, so I didn't know what my setting was. I only knew I was being attacked from 2 goddamn fronts. You didn't take enough risks, and when you did, you didn't follow through. That's terrible, Hichan. Damn, what's it to her if I play too carefully? There's no need to rub it in my face. Oh god. I wonder if you'd even be any good for the student council. What's this? Reverse psychology? I guess I don't have to worry about joining or not in that case. Giving up just like that? I expected more from you. Seriously, is Shizune trying to taunt me into joining the council? Besides, I don't even want to join. It's only my 2nd day. I can't make that kind of commitment. I haven't even taken a look at any other clubs yet. And these two, they're a little weird. Fine, I'll consider joining the council, but I want to take a look at the clubs before I decide. Really, Hichan? You're not just saying that to make us feel better? Yeah. I'm just not sure if that I want to. Aww. Okay, Hichan, but we're not going to give it up so easily. You said maybe there's still a chance you'll come around. Indeed. Come on, we could really have fun. We could play more Risk, and maybe one day you could beat me, unless we graduate before that. That doesn't make me feel any less reluctant about joining, you know. Surely you're not that horrible at board games. Maybe we could play a game you know then, to give you a handicap. I might have said that just to make you feel better, after all. Aw, that's cold, Hichan. I take a glance at the clock on the wall and realize I've spent far longer playing Risk than I expected. Sorry, I think I have to go. I wanted to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it? Shizune scratches her head and gestures at Misha. How hard it can be to determine whether the library is open. There's a clock right there on the wall. It should be, unless the librarian is absent. Absent? I think you're right, Shichan. We think the library is open. It's on the second floor, you can't miss it. Do you want us to show you where it is? No thanks, it's okay. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye! One flight of stairs up and I run into problems. The second floor hallway is a carbon copy of the third floor one. Wide, of course, and plain, like only hallways can be. The problem is that the library's whereabouts are not as easily determined as one would think. The classrooms are marked with signs stating which class they belong to, but then there is a plethora of other unmarked rooms. Is the library one of them? Or is it just somewhere down the hallway? I bet on the latter and choose my direction at random. After I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either though, just barely ajar so that I can see it's open and nothing else. It would make sense for the library door to be invitingly open, and while this one is not quite that, it's good enough. At the very least, it means that someone is inside, and I can ask for directions no matter how embarrassing that is. I gingerly push on the center of the door with my fingertips, every muscle on my arm ready to pull back at a moment's notice. The feeling of being an outsider to this school can't be shaken from my mind, so much so that I instinctively fear doing something wrong by entering. The door slowly creaks as if groaning from a deep sleep, though is much easier to open than I'd anticipated. Leaning over and poking my head even further inside, to gain sight of the room as fast as possible, the meek hello on my lips is quickly snatched away. Hello! Who are you? This is not as I was expecting. Okay guys, I guess that's where we're gonna drop off this episode of Katawa Shoujo. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, although not much happened in this episode. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye, and see you tomorrow.